Well, Khaireddin Tazera is a Member of Parliament and an Associate University Professor of Social Anthropology at Addis Ababa University and joins me now from the Ethiopian capital. Sir, a very warm welcome to the programme. We've heard so many emotional stories there.
Yeah, very emotional. People are, very emotional. They just separated from their family for the last 8 months and above. So when the Ethiopian Airlines just relaunched its flight to Makale, then people are now connecting and reconnecting their families. And not only the Tigrayans and other parts of Ethiopia, people are very emotionally, very happy to see that their families, and friends who are living in Makale and in other parts of Tigray are now getting connecting, and families are now back home, and others are also coming from Makale to Addis Ababa. It's a big news for us and a big news also for Ethiopian people and the Tigrayans, especially Tigrayan people.
Can you explain for our viewers, sir, the significance of these flights resuming? Obviously, we have this peace process going on in the background, which is still relatively new. So this isn't just a case of people being able to travel. It's bigger than that.
The significance of the resuming the flight is the beyond the family issue. This is, one of the indication of the good progress of the peace process, which is launched on November 2 in Pretoria, and so this is, indicating that things are improving by the day. So we are now hoping that other issues that have been signed by the both parties will be implemented by the Tigray Liberation Front and as well as the federal government. So the significance is beyond the family issue. It is an Ethiopian issue. It's an Ethiopian sovereignty issue, and the peace process will be grounding moreover. That's as you mentioned previously, high-level government representatives and delegated led by the House of People Representatives, Speaker of the House of People Representatives, also went a day before in Makale without even security personnel. This is, indicating that there is a trust is being built between the parties. So that's also followed by Ethiopian Airlines and other issues, others even services, electricity, telecom. Right from now, in more than 27 cities, including the regional capital, has got now electricity, and also telecommunication is now being restored. So the peace process seems now getting in a better position.
How about the humanitarian situation in Tigray? Obviously, we see passengers leaving from the airport there, but what about aid also getting in for the many hundreds of thousands of people who need it?
As soon as the peace process signed on November 2, and based on my sources, more than 106,000 metric tons of food aid is delivered to Tigray region, and more than also 1,400 metric tons of medical medicines are now being supplied to the Tigray region. It's not suffice, but both parties confirmed that there is not as such, a food delivery issue is not mentioned. And even the regional president, the Dr. Debretsion, also just a day before yesterday confirmed that humanitarian assistance is now being allowed and flown to Tigray region without any interruptions. All corridors, all parts of the corridors that bordered the Tigray region are now open for humanitarian assistance. This may not be enough. The people should go back to their farms to plow. So the peace process may also further pave the way for the farmers. Aid cannot sustain the food situation in Tigray. The farmers should also plow their lands. They should farm their food. They should harvest. So this process also paves the way for sustainable food delivery and food security in the area. As far as the food assistance is concerned, I think there is no problem. And things are now improving. As I told you earlier, viewers also should understand that the peace process, the very, very good thing that the peace process brought to the area is food, and all corridors are now opened.
Khaireddin Tazera joining us there. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me.